And as you said, people want freedom. This is one of the themes, the great cry for freedom. But behind that cry for freedom, what does it mean? Is it the freedom to watch porn if you want to carry a gun? Freedom for what? That's just the question. And everyone will have a different stand. Freedom is different to everyone. What we see occurring, and we've called it the revolution of mind, flowering of consciousness, what we see occurring is a recognition of spirit in the body. This is your spiritual beings, your spiritual self. Each person has a spiritual identity. It is that spirit that is coming out from the distant depths of hiding. It is that spirit in the body that wants freedom now. And as you know, some spirits are going to be frisky and funky, and others are going to be bold and whatever. With this energy, you're going to see spirit animated in the body. Earlier in the day, our vehicle asked you to fill your body with your spirit. Remember? Fill it out, every corner. This is a spiritual revolution, meaning those spirits are going to let loose. And some of them will make very bad, impulsive, reckless decisions. This is a time when people can lose control. It's just like kids going out and they're too young and they've taken the convertible out and they're going to crash it up because it sounds like a good idea and it's a hot summer night and no one is around. On the other hand, there will be others who just sit and look at the stars, look at the moon, look at a flower unfolding, and will journey to the galactic center. Or we'll hear the plans of the cosmos unfolding. And what are those plans? If you can, in your wanderings and meanderings about these times, it is about love, you know. You are fueled by love. It is love that makes existence, and that people have to see beyond. Sometimes see the darker aspects of existence quite clearly when you're willing to look. And yet everything is filled with this vitality, what we would call the love of the galactic mother, the galactic womb, the galactic center. And our vehicle also had you earlier reaffirm that you love yourselves. And if people can feel that, that is part of the scent that the flowering of consciousness will bring. You know, we can talk about words that kind of resonate with you and give you a few pictures. But as you are realizing, each of you are unique. You see the world in a different way. And there will be an explosion of magnanimous, stupendous creativity in these summer moons. As spirit comes alive and people's thinking opens to ways that cannot be described to you. You are pioneering new territory. And it is people's emotions, not their intelligence, but their collective feelings that will propel this raising of consciousness, this tumbling of society. And some of you are excited about it, and that is good. But realize that for some people it will be grave, grave hardships. And there will be many who will lose their lives, or let's say offer their lives unconsciously to make statements. You know, your exit from the planet, however you die, is always one of the biggest statements about your life. Let's go on to other questions here. Catherine, did you have a question on that or just comments?
No, I just really sort of had a comment about it, really.
Who has a question?
I have one.
Observation. Loud and clear, please.
Okay, my name's Krista.
Krista?
I was wondering if I haven't had the pleasure of connecting with you directly before, and I was wondering if you are a group entity, and if you by any chance are the same or different Pleiadians who channel through Wendy Kennedy, who I heard this summer. Your voices are familiar, the same sort of almost Australian cadence to your voices.
We are collective, and no, we are not the ones you have heard before. We basically work through our vehicle, and as you well know, there are many humans on the planet, and if you can imagine, there are many Pleiadians in the heavens.
Okay.
All right? Not really an important question from our point of view.
It wasn't.
So let's stick with important questions, please, that everyone. That's more of a I'm curious, satisfy my curiosity. Let's stick with the questions that help you understand what's happening to humanity. Who has a good one, please?
I do.
Yes, you are.
I'm Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, welcome.
Hi, thank you. I feel very connected to the piece when I do my work. It's conscious conception, helping people deal with fertility issues. And I would love to hear you speak on the new children coming through and how I might serve them, my clients, better. Just from your point of view, I, again, feel very connected already to what I hear and validated by what I've been working on with them. But I believe that we firmly can heal our bodies to bring through a child, and that there are emotional blocks to that.
So you are dealing with people who have fertility issues.
Yes.
First of all, if men want to enhance their sperm count, they must get rid of all those electronic devices. If we are talking not just Wi-Fi and cell phones and all this, how many men sit there with the remote right close to their jewels? Do you understand?
Yes.
How many women, perhaps not in this crowd, but how many women then are microwaving food?
Yes.
How many people think a cozy night home is junk food and 5 hours of flipping the remote, etc., or diving into porn? None of this makes a healthy nest. None of it. Watch nature. And the way, whether it is two bugs that are going to do their seductive dance, whether it is swans, there are mating rituals. Humanity has lost its mating rituals. They have become so engaged in the outside world that they now tend to think of children as commodities. And because children cost so much now to have them, to raise them, they are a major investment. So it has become an investment in certain terms, rather than the type of investment, say, 100 years ago, when the investment was, oh, Ma's having another. All right, another mouth to feed, but another one to tend the farm. Another part of the tribe, do you understand? So people have lost their way. And it is going to become more and more of a crisis for women and men living in speedy societies to remain fertile. Have you noticed, being that this is your field, that the more affluent people become, of course, the less children they have, and sometimes the less fertile they are? That the fertilest people are those who sometimes have no loos and they squat to relieve their bowels, which is very healthy, and they have nothing, but they tend to pop kids out like crazy. Yes. What does this say? What does this say? Quite a number of things. But your lifestyles have become too disengaged from the natural world. And we see why, because in order to live in the society that you have, even to survive, it takes money. And in order to earn money, you have to compromise yourself, and you have to usually get wound up so that you run on someone else's energy, and you go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, etc., etc. So there has to be a recognition that the body is being polluted, that people have lost contact with calling in the soul. The children select parents in general. The children will bring two together at the right time to make love at the right time, because the children are always selecting on another level the DNA they are coming into, the family, and the viability of quality of life. And that doesn't mean toys and all those kinds of things. It means what are you going to inherit from these parents, what are they going to teach? And then the child is aiming for a birth time that child qualifies to fulfill.